Okay, let me try this recording again. The previous recording did not work as I had hoped. So, we're going to add a new page for your new set of crystals. So, sorry, we were in the dashboard here, and I'm going to go to Pages. And I think what I'm going to do is just show you the simplest way to go about adding a page with the crystals at the bottom, very similar to how you had the previous, how you did it previously on the older site. And then that way it'll probably make the most sense. And if you want to get fancy with it later, we can. If you want to do posts or reuse content, that kind of thing. But for now, we'll just do it this way. And it'll probably be the easiest to grok, as the kids say, and get you up and running. Okay, so basically we're going to just add a new page, and that's going to be all of it. And then at the bottom of the page, you'll just add your crystals and remove them, probably similar to how you did it with front page. So we're going to do add new, and it's the Palladian time crystals. Alright, and this should go a little faster since I've already done this once, and I kind of have a better idea of how to put this together. But okay, so basically we are adding this that you sent me. I'm just making it a page on your site. So first thing we need to do is add the picture. In this case, you go to Add Media, and I haven't uploaded these files yet. And so we need to go to Upload Files. You can drag and drop files in here, but I'm going to do Select Files. And I have the file on my desktop, and it's saved as Page Pick and Open. Okay, for this one, so you can see the file is loaded here, and it's selected with the checkbox. It shows up over here with some details. We want to do Alignment Center, so that's good. We want to do full size, I think. We don't want to link to anything. And we want to insert that into page. And there it is. Now I'm just pressing enter here to go kind of to the next line. So we are in the visual editor. The visual editor is basically kind of like using a word processing doc, or like Word, not a very fancy version of it. The text editor is like using HTML code. So you can see here that, and you've probably seen some of this in front page, but this is your image, but in HTML code. So if you wanted to make edits to something in the HTML, you can use the text bit here. But for the most part, we're going to work in the visual editor here. And the Page Builder tab is if you wanted to get fancy with it. I've used the Page Builder tab for, say, your front page because it's got some different sections, and I wanted to do some rows and columns and stuff. For this kind of page, we don't really need to worry about it. It's a fairly simple layout. So, okay, so we got the cursor here, and now we need to put the text in. So I'm just going to go back to your email. Oops. Copy the text. And then I go back to the page, and I'm going to right-click and do Paste as Plain Text. What happens is when you copy from HTML when you copy from email programs in a web browser or from, say, Microsoft Word, it tries to bring over the formatting from that document with it. Sometimes that works out, but in this case, since I've done this before, I know it doesn't work out very well here, and you get a lot of weird spacing and font sizes and that kind of thing. So the spacing looks pretty good here, although you can see there's some differences, right? So this, compared to this, there's not actually a space there. So we can check on that difference if we go to the text here and just see what's going on here. Oh, it looks okay here. Does it? Yeah, I mean, it looks okay. I don't see any extra spacing or not spacing. And that could be the other option too. I mean, we could actually paste this plain text here and see how it looks. If you get some weird formatting, so just paste this plain text. Well, maybe it was just my imagination that there was extra stuff going on. Okay, so that looks more normal. These, I don't know if this is it's like a new sentence, so let's capitalize that. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through and edit too much here. Oh, this one doesn't have the space if that's supposed to be a new paragraph. See, as you can see, it does a weird, different kind of spacing. So back over to text. Where was that? Was it just because maybe it isn't even supposed to be? Maybe that's it's a little different. What's going on there? Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so good. So now we got the text in place, and if we do preview, there's a preview button over here. You can see how it looks, which brings up a great point. As you can see, there's no sidebar, so no way to navigate your menus. On every page you create, every new page you create, over here you have the page attributes, and that needs to be set. The template needs to be set to sidebar left. The default template has no sidebars, so we want this page to be sidebar left. And I think we had to actually, if I preview that, does it change it? Yeah, okay. So there you go. So now you've got the sidebar left. Oh, and you can see I already did this. This is from my previous recording. I forgot to back it out. But I'll go over that too briefly on how I added that in there. Okay, so sidebar left. So that's good. We've got the text. And we'll go ahead and hit publish. Now we don't actually have the crystals that are available, so we need to add those in. So to do that, I'm just going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to go enter, give us another line, and then actually maybe 2 enters to give us some extra spacing. And then we'll just add the crystals in at the bottom. So the way you had it on your old site, which is where we are here, is just kind of a number with the code, or some information about the crystals, the cost, etc. So we'll just duplicate that here. And actually, maybe I'll do... again, paste as plain text so we don't get any weird formatting. And then we'll go back. Go back to visual. Yeah, there we go. And we can make that bold or whatever after we get that in there. Bold. All right. So now we need just the picture. Oh, but it's not Knight's code anymore, right? So we need to change this. Palladian time. Of course, the weight won't match. You probably have to change that. Cost, whatever, you might have to change that too on the final one. Okay, so now we need a picture. So we're going to add media. And again, upload files. And again, I'm going to do select files. One thing to point out, you can't add more than one file. So these are 2 crystals, so you can add them both at the same time. Not necessarily insert them both at the same time. Okay, so now it uploaded 2. As you can see, they're both checked. So if I were to hit insert page now, it would in fact insert both. But we don't want that, we just want one. So we uncheck it. We want to do full size, and one thing that caused me problems in the previous video is the alignment. I was doing left, but you actually want to set it to none. If you set it to left, it'll cause some weird text problems. So you want, in this case, you want to set it to none and full size, and then we're going to insert into page. Cool. And then we just hit enter and go to the next page. So now you have this, and then we'll paste this again. We'll do, actually that looks fine. I didn't paste as plain text, so I think you'd probably be fine to do that for this portion of it. 2. And then again, we'll just do add media. Now, since I uploaded it in the previous one, it's already here, so I just select it, make sure it's checked. We want to do, again, alignment none. I think it just retains the last one you used, and then hit insert into page. And there you go. So now we'll update this. And we go to view page. And there we go. And then at the bottom you have the crystals listed. So when you're ready to get rid of one, like say you sell this top one, you just would, highlight it and select it, and then hit backspace or delete. Okay. Control Z also will redo, and actually you have redo and undo buttons here, so you can redo and undo in case you make a mistake. So there you go. So that basically gets the crystals. You can just keep adding to the bottom and deleting as you go. I think that's probably a little easier way than the post way that I was doing it previously. It's not as flexible maybe, but I think it'll work just fine. So we'll update that again, and we'll leave that. So now the other thing we have to do is the side menu. So I'm going to actually pause it for a second, delete that out, and then I'll go back in and show you how I added it in. Okay, I am back, so we're going to try to do this quickly because I think this particular software runs out at 15 minutes. So, as you can see, I removed it. I see you added the pictures. That's great. We will need to add the Palladian time crystals into that page. So what we need to do is go to Appearance and go to Widgets. Go to your left sidebar and go to this Site Origins Editor, New Crystals, and scroll down. Go to, I'll just put it below where you put your crystal, and basically we're going to first add media. And we'll use this one since it's at the top of the page. Again, alignment none I think is good, and we'll try full size. It won't be able to use full size because it's a smaller area, and it's going to be a little bigger than this one, but it'll be okay for now. And there we go. So now we have the picture of the crystal. Oops, what did I do? I deleted it somehow. I did put none on there, right? Okay, perfect. I don't know what happened there. So then we'll do big center for this, and we'll call it the Palladian time crystals. Okay, so now you have the image and some text, but we need to make them linked. So we select this picture. I usually click and drag, and that kind of selects the image, and you go into Insert Edit Link here. Okay, so if you have the URL to the page, you can just paste it here, but instead of doing that, you can also hit Link Options here. This will give you can again put the URL in, but it'll also give you a list of all your pages and posts and stuff. So this is the page that I created. This is the title I gave it. So it'll just show whatever title you have, and you just click it, and then you'll see it automatically puts the link up here, and we just add link. And that should be that for the picture. And then we probably want to link the text as well, so we just highlight all the text that you want to link. Like, for instance, you could just do the word crystals, but I think in this case, the whole link. Again, insert link, link options, and select the Palladian time crystals page again, and add link. Okay, and then we hit save. Don't forget to hit save, because I have so many times forgot to hit save, and you don't save it. Alright, so if I go back over here, you see it's not here. Hopefully, if I refresh the page, there it is. So now, too, if I go to the home page, let's say, yeah, there's this picture too. Very cool. If you pick, you'll see if you hover over it, links, or it is a link, so you can click it, and it'll go to the time crystals page. And again, what? Why do I have this multiple times? And here, again, if you click here, there you go. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't know why it's there multiple times, but the timer is about to run out on this thing. So if it runs out, that's basically adding a page. Oh, before it does run out, if I go back into your page, when you sell a crystal, did I already mention this? I may have. And actually, we need a little more spacing here, don't we? Maybe something like this. You're just going to highlight what you sold and then just delete it. I did already say this, so I'm repeating myself. Okay. All right, hopefully that helps, and hopefully this takes this time and I can post it and get this out to you. Enjoy.